Hello to all my friends out there, so I'm very excited. I got another new recipe, and I got it from Jan from New York City Saves Money. It's her meatball recipe. I'm excited. You know, it's hard to get good recipes. I mean, if you think about it, if you're like me, you're just probably making the same recipes over and over and over. Okay, so the first thing I made was some twice baked potatoes to go with my meatballs. They're really hot. So I want to put a little bit more sour cream on top of my meatballs. I'm excited about those meatballs. I have meatballs on the brain. I just use my fake sour cream. I'm just going to top 2 to equal 1 potato. But, you know, I may eat more, but the plan is to eat only 1. Okay. So, I think one thing I can say about this meal is it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, and it's really, really good, and it reminds me of my customer who was an Italian, and he told me you have to use good quality food, and I said, I don't think so, and so, you know, of course, I didn't listen to him. But I decided to use a little bit better quality food on my meatballs because I made Jan from New York City meatball soup, and it was so delicious, even with my cheap turkey burger, that I decided to up my game. Okay, for the twice baked potatoes, I baked the potatoes, scooped out the potatoes and mashed, add butter little by little, add evaporated milk. I've been using sea salt. Added some sour cream and chives, you know, to season it to your taste. Return to oven and heat, and top with some sour cream and chives. Okay, now what? Now I'll tell you what. My meatballs, and I'm excited about these. Oh, let me get my cheese out. So I know I'm cheap, but I had actually never heard of 90%. Ooh, yummy, you guys! 90% hamburger. You know, I never heard of that, and so I thought, well, I'll go to Vaughn's. When I was young, I used to wish I could go to this Vaughn's. And I never could because I lived in El Cajon, and my car was always ready to drop its transmission. And then I live up here, and I thought, wow, you know, all those years you wish you could go. Another thing is when you use that 90. Okay, let me give you a look at these. Ooh, these smell good, you guys. And then what she does, and now what I do, is she drizzles her meatballs with a little tomato sauce. So I decided to pour a little bit on mine, just like she did. Yummy. And then top with a little mozzarella cheese. Okay, you know when I was doing the mukbang, you know what I found out about? The most loved cheese is mozzarella. I can see why. Ooh, yummy. I bought this 1/4 pound of hamburger. I got 1 pound marked down from $7.99 to $5.99, so figure $6 $3, $1.50. I think I got my $1.50's worth. Okay, so now let me give you the recipe. It is best if you go straight to the horse's mouth. Budget meatball Parmesan, super easy. Jan from New York City, saves money, low cost. 1 pound, 90% ground sirloin. I had never heard of it. Swap out Parmesan cheese for salt. And you know, what is that called? Tenderize my chicken with sea salt. And so I sprinkle a little sea salt on my hamburger. I made a special point to get seasoned breadcrumbs. I'm so cheap. Never owned any in my life. But I got a nice big container. $1.99 at grocery outlet. Garlic powder and egg. Roast in the oven on foil with non-stick spray. And I just use my, I think I buy this stuff at Dollar Tree. Wow, today I'm on top of my game, you guys. And then drizzle with tomato sauce and shredded Parmesan cheese. So, I want to show you guys something. Okay, so I went to Vaughn's and I found the 90% lean ground beef. And when I went there, I said, well, if I can find it on sale, I will buy it. And then I bought mozzarella cheese, a good one, but of course, you know, I had to get it on sale. Okay, so now let me taste Jan's creation. It smells good. So I can see what the problem is with my turkey soup. For one thing, I probably have, you know, $1.50 hamburger. First of all, this is good. Yummy. Ooh, this. Take a look at this, you guys. You gotta make this. First of all, I love meatballs. I have made a lot of meatballs. I've made them in gravy. I've done all kinds of things. Barbecue sauce, all kinds of things. Anything you can imagine. But believe it or not, I have never tried tomato sauce with Parmesan cheese, and it is so yummy. Okay, you guys, you gotta try this. Let me give you one more shot of the recipe. I will post this on my Twitter, and the video is already on my Twitter. Also, her meatball soup recipe is on my Twitter, and her cheesecake. And you know what's really crazy? She is not a cooking channel. She is a money-saving channel. You know, really, to tell you the truth, if you stockpile your food and you stockpile your resources, from food to everything else, after a while, money is really not an issue. It really isn't. And one thing that made me super happy is some of my followers said they were all stocked up, and you know, the storm was coming and they were, you know, prepared. And Pamela said she was making 2 months mortgage, so that was crazy good. And then, you know, I got my little purse though. I follow, you know, when I was a hairdresser, I'm still a hairdresser. The biggest cause of failure is not following the instructions. So I tried to follow these meatball instructions precisely, and I think it paid off. Oh, you guys got to try this. I was looking in the camera, and my mouth was watering. Okay, you guys, God bless you.